For years, fast charging was one of the most marketable features in the smartphone industry. Faster speeds meant less time plugged in, more convenience, and an easy headline number for comparisons. US smartphone brands competed aggressively to shorten charging times, advertising higher wattage, quicker top-ups, and dramatic percentage gains in minutes. In 2026, that focus has shifted. Across the US market, smartphone makers are prioritizing battery health over extreme fast charging, and the reasons reflect a deeper change in how devices are used, evaluated, and kept. The most important reason behind this shift is how long people now keep their phones. Upgrade cycles have stretched significantly. Many consumers hold onto devices for 3, 4, or even 5 years. In that context, battery longevity matters more than how quickly a phone charges on day one. Aggressive fast charging generates heat and accelerates battery degradation over time. Brands have learned that short-term convenience can create long-term dissatisfaction when batteries age prematurely. Heat is at the center of this issue. Fast charging pushes large amounts of power into compact batteries in short bursts. That process raises internal temperatures, stressing battery chemistry. Even when phones include thermal controls, repeated exposure to high heat reduces capacity faster. US brands increasingly recognize that managing heat is critical not just for performance, but for long-term reliability. Slower, more controlled charging preserves battery health across years of use. Consumer expectations have changed as well. Early fast charging adoption was driven by range anxiety for phones. Much like early EV adoption, people feared running out of power unexpectedly. Today, most users charge overnight, at desks, in cars, or with portable batteries. Constant access to power has reduced the urgency of ultra-fast charging. Reliability now outweighs speed. Battery replacement costs also influence this shift. Smartphones are expensive, and battery replacements are inconvenient and costly, especially for sealed devices. When batteries degrade quickly, users feel forced into repairs or upgrades sooner than expected. Prioritizing battery health reduces long-term ownership frustration and improves brand trust. Software has become a key tool in this strategy. Instead of pushing maximum charging speed all the time, phones now use adaptive charging. Devices learn usage patterns, slow charging during periods of inactivity, and avoid holding batteries at full charge for extended periods. These features improve long-term battery health without requiring users to change habits. Brands emphasize intelligent charging over raw speed. Regulatory and consumer protection pressure also play a role. As awareness grows around battery lifespan and electronic waste, companies face scrutiny over designs that encourage premature degradation. Prioritizing battery health aligns with sustainability goals and reduces criticism around planned obsolescence. Device design constraints reinforce this trend. Modern smartphones are thinner, more powerful, and packed with components. There is limited space for heat dissipation. Pushing extreme charging speeds increases thermal stress, not just on batteries, but on surrounding components. Slower charging reduces risk across the entire device. Another factor is consistency. Fast charging performance often varies depending on temperature, charger quality, cable type, and battery age. Users experience unpredictable results. By prioritizing battery health, brands deliver more consistent, predictable charging behavior, which improves perceived quality even if peak speeds are lower. Brand positioning has evolved as well. US smartphone brands increasingly market reliability, longevity, and ecosystem stability rather than raw specs. Battery health fits this narrative better than fast charging. A phone that still lasts all day after 3 years creates stronger loyalty than one that charges extremely fast but degrades quickly. Charging infrastructure also matters. Many US consumers use wireless charging, car chargers, or standard outlets rather than proprietary fast chargers. Optimizing for battery health ensures good performance across these everyday scenarios instead of relying on ideal conditions. Fast charging also adds cost. Supporting higher wattage requires more complex power management hardware, thicker cables, and specialized chargers. By moderating charging speeds, brands simplify designs and reduce costs without harming everyday usability. Importantly, this does not mean fast charging is disappearing. It is being balanced. Brands still support quick top-ups when needed, but they limit sustained high-speed charging to protect batteries. The goal is flexibility without long-term damage. Why US smartphone brands are prioritizing battery health over fast charging ultimately comes down to maturity. The market no longer rewards extreme specs alone. It rewards devices that age well, feel dependable, and retain performance over time. In 2026, the best smartphones are not the ones that charge the fastest in a demo. They are the ones that still feel reliable years later. Battery health has become a core part of that promise. Fast charging once symbolized progress. Today, progress looks like restraint, optimization, and durability. That shift reflects how smartphones have evolved from exciting gadgets into essential long-term tools. By prioritizing battery health, US smartphone brands are aligning design decisions with real-world use. They are trading spectacle for sustainability, speed for stability, and short-term appeal for long-term trust.